What's up, chat? Welcome to Camp Forest Green. Yeah, last time I did one of these mod builds, it was on Complete Edition. But I just want to do a quick showcase of Camp Forest Green because I'm going to do videos on it. So I'm going to do a quick showcase. Now, if you notice, we're going to do a quick overview and then we'll actually look into the counselors. A sneak peek in the next video on Friday. Sure you can guess what it is? There's Uber. Alright, let's just go to the very start. Oh, okay. Let's just get to the beginning. Part 2 Jason. Notice he's all retro. I don't know why he's not loading incorrectly. I don't know if that's just still refreshing. Yeah, he's not changing for some reason. There we go. Okay. Part 2 Jason. I have him as retro. But I think the retro style just looks great on him. And you notice he had the kitchen knife. Kitchen knife is an unreleased weapon. Part 3 Jason. And if you've ever played the virtual cabin, you recognize this. He has a bunch of skins, such as the axe mark. What the f... He has just the basic part 4 Jason. No, fuck. Basic part 3 Jason with an axe mark. We also have this one, which apparently there's a fan film called Camp Forest Green. Never seen it. Maybe I'll watch it. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know what happened with that. This is the personal one I use because I just think part 4 Jason. Got them all mangled up from a fan film called Jason Rising, which I've also never seen. Which, if you haven't noticed, every Jason has a retro style. He won't change for some reason. Alright, whatever. We have normal, we have retro, which I think this one looks pretty much the same as part 3's retro, except thankfully you can get blood styles on them. But I use this one. There's also this one, which looks pretty cool, but this one's just my favorite, which, yes, I'll go back to part 3 real quick. Yes, he finally has blood styles for just the OG retro, in case you use OG retro. Finally gets to have some blood styles for him. Now, first, new Jason, what I'm actually going to be talking about, Dream Jason. Which, let's start with his original look that they have with him. Let's just say reset. Yeah, this is how he generally looks, and then you can start getting more blood. He looks great like this. And also, we get worms. Very nasty. Which is you can have the worms. You can have retro with. We can have retro with. All your friends are dead. Game over. And then they have this mask, which is just the part 6 mask on Dream Jason. Have the poster mask without the glowing eyes, and then with the glowing eyes. I personally think with the glowing eyes is the best look. This looks pretty damn cool. Oh yeah, since this is a new Jason, his strengths are stalk and sense, and his weaknesses are can't run, grip strength, and less hit points. So, yeah. Part 5, all snowy. He doesn't have a lot of new skins that we haven't seen before. He has a couple like this. This one's pretty cool, except for the fact that it won't load because well, it usually loads pretty fine. Yeah, this is the movie cover if you buy the deluxe edition DVD, which I have it somewhere. Let me see if this is the same cover that's on my DVD. Yeah, it is. On my DVD collection. This one I might actually use instead of the Frostbite I1, because this one just looks pretty cool. And there's Battle Damaged, which, yeah. There's also Door Burst. But I'm gonna use this one. This one's now my favorite. I like the red stripes on it. The red chevrons. Part 6. He has a bunch of skins. We're just gonna leave it with the OG ones we've already seen. Here's his retro style. If it wants to, you know. I realize there's custom music for retro styles. There's his retro style. You can Give him the paintball. You can give him the iconic paintball. Give it a second. And then you can give him a bullet hole in his skull or his mask. And the propeller look, which give it a second. The propeller look, which I use, and then this is from a fan film called Mythos. Give it a second. I think it just looks pretty much the same as normal Part 6. So let's get to Part 7. Which we can go back to his default weapon. We can go back to his default look real quick just to get your mind refreshed. Give it a second. My PC is kind of doesn't like recording right. It'll get kind of slow when I'm recording. It's alright. Alright. OG mask, in case you want it, you just have to click on the alpha or 2017 look. Oh, his. Because they changed the regular mask to one that looks more like movies. But I use this one, where he's all torn up as shit. There's also in the intro. That one looks kind of weird, but you know. Also the prototype, which mask. I use this one. I think this mask is great. I like how it's cracked with the style. Then we got Part 8 Jason. He's all melted and shit, which is quite fun. Also, a couple more styles. Like we got the it won't. Okay, we'll come back to that one because it's not working for some reason. One called Jack Hannafield from the fan film Friday 31st. Horror Hall of Fame. Give it a second. That's how Jason showed up in the Horror Hall of Fame. He was using the Part 7 mask as Part 8 with the Part 8 look. The Toxic Waste one, which I love to use. And then this other cool one, Manhattan poster from the movie. How he looked in the movie poster. I personally use the Toxic one. Mask's all melted and shit. Now Part 9. Part 9 has quite a few new looks. We're gonna get, which apparently I never noticed it, but apparently they changed him between his 2017 look, which is this, to his final look, which is this, which I never noticed. Yeah, we got this. We got the poster mask, which is just Part 9, just with the mask from the poster. Jason vs. Leatherface, that's, yeah. Wooden doll, just like Part 3. I personally use the Jason vs. Leatherface look because it's the coolest though. And then we have pre-Uber Jason. He doesn't have a lot of skins yet, so this is still pre-alpha, but you know, we have the blood style and the retro style, which I realized I forgot to show you every other Jason's retro style. And also buggy, so there you go. I personally just use the original blood heavy style. He has the hatchet. That's not his default weapon, it's just change weapon. Uber Jason! We all love Uber Jason. Which, this is how he would have looked originally, if it would change from my actual skin. How he would have looked originally. And then, oh yeah, you can give him the eye glow, wait, you can give him the eye glow with the blood. And this is how he would have looked after the post-engine update, which I think is amazing, and I hate that this game got sued. Because I love this game, can't tell. Oxidize is the one I use. I think this one looks just cool. I like seeing a more blue. Freddy versus Jason is a Jason. We love Freddy versus Jason is a Jason. We have all his their design, which I think this is cool. We'll give it a second. We have their original design for him, and then they also have the Camp Blood design from 2021. You notice there's a pretty big difference. And the retro style, obviously, which we'll look at. Retro style, and then I use the clawed look because I like seeing him all clawed up. Here's him in the finale after he. His mask is all bugged out, and I don't know why. We have the resurrected Ghost Jason, and it just says 2 years for this shit. Then we have the multiverses look. Remember, he's a weirdo in a mask. He's just a weirdo in a mask. Velma. Alright, on to the next Jason. Reboot Jason, which for some reason kills equipped with. I'll fix that later. Alright, Reboot Jason, which same as our good old Freddy vs. Jason. Sounds so wrong to say that. He has two different looks as well. He has two completely different models. Here's their model, and then they have the Camp Blood model, which I like the Camp Blood model personally, and then there's their Sackhead. And you know, here's your quick look at retro style. I won't let me click it for some reason. It just won't. There. Here's the retro look. I personally use 2021's Camp Blood Heavy design, which also, for some reason, I think did. Give it a second. Let me connect my controller back. So I want to show you can use a PS5 controller, PS4 controller, Xbox controllers. All of them work. They all work perfectly fine too. And it will default show up as an Xbox controller when you like use it. So I'll show you how to change that for the people who play on a PlayStation controller. For some reason my PlayStation controller won't work. Oh wait, no. It just won't connect to it. It's on. It just won't let me connect and use it. And I don't know why. I have to restart the game. For my controller. Well, I'm going to show you real quick, because if a controller was working, because for some reason mine's not. I think it's because I didn't open it through Steam, but that's okay. The way you change it from the Xbox buttons to the PlayStation buttons, you go to input, and you can see you kind of have Xbox, Nintendo Switch if you really want to, Xbox, Beta, PlayStation. So whatever you're playing on, you can change the controllers for it. But remember, you have to add it as a non-Steam game as well, and keep Steam open in the background while you run it, and be able to use a controller, which I didn't do, because I'm kind of stupid. But it's okay, we're not actually playing the game. We're just looking at the Jasons. Where were we? We were right after Reboot Jason. Let's get to our next Jason, which I'm pretty sure is... Oh, Mortal Kombat X Jason. Who doesn't like the good old Mortal Kombat X look? You can have him as a default look. He even has a retro style, because I give every Jason in this damn game a retro style. I'm unstoppable. I'm relentless. You can have him as Nightmare Jason. All the cool ones. And we have 2017 Jason from the canceled TV show, or was a movie, I don't remember. Canceled 2017 Jason. Here's his retro. He doesn't have a normal retro yet, or wait, does oh, he does. I was just scrolled all the way down. Oh, his eyes are still purple for some reason. Okay, there. Yeah, here's your retro look. I use the blackout look because it's the coolest. Savini! Retro Savini, as you can see. We don't have to look at normal Savini, everyone's already seen them, but just look at the good old normal OG Savini Jason that everyone knows. And everyone has wanted for years, so if you're on Steam, or in the PC version just in general, you can finally get hands on a good old retro Jason. Now, not just retro Jason, you can get a whole good old hands on a Savini Jason, with retro styles included, obviously. And also I have Frost Savini, which he's really cool. He's not blood styles yet, so I'm gonna warn you. Not blood styles yet, so don't get your hopes up. But Frost Savini's still really cool. Which also I'm gonna give you a warning to the people who play this. If you play on the snow map, as of right now, only the large maps, except for the Grendel and the new Green Grove Cemetery, have snow. So Packanack big, Pinehurst big, Jarvis House big, Higgins big, Crystal Lake big. All of them have snow. Ghost Jason. We love Ghost Jason. Oh, well, there's his ugly ass face. Coach Jason, who doesn't love him? Love ourselves a good old Ghost P. Jason. Never hike alone too, Jason. I use this one personally. I hope they had blood styles for him, because Never Hike Alone 2 Jason was my favorite look for Jason that we've seen in a long time. And then to end it off, we have McFarlane Jason. And I forgot to read you all the stats, but I'm sorry. He just has retro styles and everything. You know, nothing crazy. Yeah, Snow, obviously. Just nothing crazy with him. Also, I should go back to this real quick. So if you noticed on this Jason, it says Endure. So what they did, so back in the day, everyone remembers if you're an OG of the game, back in the day when Jason had Rage Mode, you could still stun him. They brought that back, but to make up for it, there's a fifth ability now. On your 4 abilities, now there's a fifth one where if you enable it, you become immune for a certain amount of time. You become immune to all attacks except for, I'm pretty sure shotguns will still stun you. And if they knock your mask off, obviously, you'll still get stunned. But yeah, so I'm not gonna click on any of the maps, but I could let you I could show you. But first, we have to look at the counselors. We have Chad, which if you notice, he has brand new clothing. The Slumber Party DLC is in, which was an announced ready to come out DLC. And my good old AJ, whenever she decides she wants to render in. And notice Skeleton has more styles now. Bugsy, they all have the Slumber Party pack. I'm pretty sure most of them have it equipped already, so you know, Eric, he doesn't want. It's all taking a good couple seconds, so Eric, in all his glory, Eric LaChapa, Adam, which I don't think I have the sleeping. Oh, I do have the Slumber Party. I wanted to use the coffee. Mitch, which as you can see, all of them finally have their unreleased packs. All of them finally have their packs and the Slumber Party packs, which I love this skin because Mitch looks homeless. Then we have Fox, which I just realized we're probably gonna have to. We'll look at the other counselors in a second, which for some reason they won't render in unless I click on clothing. I don't know why. I'm tired, but as you can see, Fox. And then next counselor, Sheldon. We all have mixed opinions against Sheldon. Give me a second. We all have mixed opinions against Sheldon. I'm probably gonna actually use this one, even though I'll probably never use Shelly. Good old Shelly. Victoria. There's a costume party that she never got. And then Spring Break 1984. And for all the gooners out there. Alright. And then next one is this is unreleased. This is the guy who dies at the beginning of every match, Rob Dyer. As you can see, here's the default clothes. Give me a second. You can see him with that. Rob Dyer. And first original counselor of the time. We got Chloe Flowers, which was actually created by the Complete Edition team. Which is great if you give her load, because for some reason none of my counselors are loading. And Chloe Flowers. She's a pretty good counselor. She's not the best, but I think she's like middle ground. And then this fucker, Richard St. Cruz. I don't know why he exists, but he does. And then we're back on the original Vanessa. All original packs and the Slumber Party pack. Next we go on to Deborah. Had to give it a second, it just It's taking a while. I don't know why. All original packs, and then the Slumber Party pack. Tiffany. You actually see the Slumber Party pack in the base game, and the challenges, and I don't remember which challenge it is. It's the one where they're all by the campfire, and you see this one in a cutscene. Tank kill. That's fun. Kenny. He's just Kenny. There's nothing special, even with his new Slumber Party pack. He's still just Kenny. So don't get your hopes up for nothing special, because he's still just Kenny. And then we got Jenny. Here's her Slumber Party pack. And then all original packs, which, you know, there's 3 colors for it, so. And we're back on Chad. Which also, Chad, for all the people who love the original California Girls meme, Chad has all 6 of his things. So he has the 3 unreleased ones. And then he has the original ones, obviously. I don't know what that word was. I tried to say obviously and I fucked up. Which also, this is a fun thing. So we all know the original peak joke of California Girls, and you know how if you were female it was different. Well, they also added the female version for when you're female, and now if you're now if you're a female, you can actually do the dance. There's also a bunch of unreleased emotes, you know. I'm not gonna go through all of them right now, but there are a shit ton of unreleased emotes. Which, if you see hero, you can pick your hero and customize them. There's obviously the good old Tommy Jarvis, well known and love, and then the unreleased hero, which was supposed to be for the Grendel map, which was teased also in the virtual cabin. It was red, if you would read about it, is KM14. And Tommy's still better in my opinion. Tommy's just classic. And if you see, there's custom Jasons, which if you want to, you can also go into settings. And I'm pretty sure it's in game settings. Yeah. You select the Jason for background. I don't know why it's not working though, because that is not my selected Jason. Okay, well, I'll show you what the lobbies look like, and I can let you read the names of the maps, because I'm not going to go into any. Yeah, I'll go into some when I'm doing my videos using the custom Jasons, but like, and I just knocked my mouse on the fucking floor. But I don't know. Well, I'll let you look at the 4 new maps we have so far. Sadly, no Jarvis House Mall yet, but Pinehurst Mall exists. Pinehurst Mall exists, which is great, because Pinehurst was a massive ass map. Jarvis House Small needs to exist, so if the Complete Edition team sees this, please make Jarvis House Small if you're not already. Not Complete Edition, fuck, my bad. If the fucking Camp Forest Green team sees this, please make something new. Which also, this is something cool. This is just a side thing for all you people out there. If you're using a custom variation of a Jason skin instead of just showing the default one, because you see I'm using, oh, he's not loading in for some reason, but I would be using a Retro Savini right now. Using Retro Savini, so instead of it showing the default Savini, it actually shows Retro Savini if you use them. But yeah, you see there's a third thing for which hero you want to choose, so you can actually choose which one to spawn in on, no matter what the map is. You could be KM, be Tommy, and the 4 new maps we have. Oh my! I have all the weathers out. There's snow, dusk, rainy day, fog, rain, night, random. 4 new maps. Green Grove Cemetery, a completely original map, which is what I was trying to tell you about. This map doesn't have snow yet. Grendel, obviously, Grendel Large and Grendel don't have snow. Pinehurst Small doesn't have snow. And Pinehurst, like all the small maps don't have snow yet, but all the big maps do. All the small maps don't have snow yet, so if you use it, it won't work. But big maps do have snow, so That's good to know. But yeah, 40 maps: Green Grove Cemetery, Grendel Large, Grendel, and Pinehurst Small. Pinehurst Small is a pretty fun map, to be honest, and Green Grove needs a small version too, because Green Grove is an insanely massive map. Still like it though, it's a really cool map. It's just hard when you're Jason to find anyone. So yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, that was your showcase. A video on pre-Uber Jason coming soon, obviously. But yeah. Yeah, the mod's pretty cool, as you can already tell. The mod is pretty damn cool. But yeah, I can show you how active the servers are, because there's usually about 8 to 10 good actual servers. And you can just get the game. You don't need to own the game on Steam, by the way. I can make this clear. You do not need to own Friday the 13th the game on Steam to run these mods. These are completely original mod builds, which you can also find the download for them in my server. I have pretty much all the mods in my server, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. But yeah, I'll show you how active the servers are. Also, for the people on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, there is a fix where you can still play. And for the people on Xbox and Switch, I hate to tell you this, there is no way to play right now. At the active time, there is no way to play. And I don't know why this is taking so insanely long to load. Yeah. Well, I just had to say something. Yeah, see, Retro Sweetie's finally showing up. Be actually active the servers are. There's no paranoia game mode added yet. I don't know if they are going to add it, but you can see there's a good like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 servers right now. And it is 1 a.m. So that doesn't show that they're pretty active. I don't know what does. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, smash that like button and subscribe. And I will see all you dudes in the next video. Bye.